Hello.
Hi.
Nice. I'm just working on some pixel art. I thought I'd
Oh,
join in.
awesome. What software do you like to use for pixel art?
Uh, Ace Sprite. Yeah.
Nice. I should work with Sprite more. I had it gifted to me. But it's been a while since I've done anything pixel art wise just because I've been physically drawing everything for the current game.
That's cool. I always like physical implementation of like the art style, especially with like Cuphead stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, we're just got lots of different types of kitty cats here. If we're lucky, my actual cat will come and like hop up on the desk at some point. Depends if he gets the zoomies. What sort of pixel art are you doing?
Uh, Nothing specific. I'm not really good with like identifying styles. I'm just trying to make kind of like uh Hmm. It's because like I don't usually like saying like 8-bit or 16-bit because then it's like I guess those are ways to describe sprites, but they can be like different in terms of
Hmm.
uh. But yeah, very like I guess I'd call it 8-bit. Very small sprites. I'm trying to make something recognizable from like a distance,
Are you
like
doing like
32.
environmental or character?
Oh, character. Sorry. Yeah, that's a. If it didn't, and I'm not sure that's what you meant. My bad. Yeah, like a
Oh no,
character
you're
design.
fine.
Yeah, something character
Cool.
based because I'm trying to get the face. I'm trying to have the face be most of the design, so that way it's very expressive from far away. Because the sprite is going to be very small compared to the entire like level. So I'm trying to make it like large and easy to see.
Hello, welcome. I was just working on some sketches while we were waiting for some people to hop in, but I can start going over some basics of cat doodling. I guess depends on what people want to learn about. Um, I was saying I did drop a little coloring sheet in our chat of our main character of our game, Juniper. Um, we had a lot of fun at our convention, passing out coloring sheets and putting them all up on a big display wall. So if you want to color a cat, share it. We'd love that. Also, I have no idea what people's art backgrounds are, if they just like doodling on the edges of notebooks. Um, I've got some stuff about the basics of cat doodling, kind of focusing on the different elements of cats, getting into some of the more uh, silly cat designs where you're more going to exaggerate certain things, where we're getting to like gumdrop cats and jelly bean cats, stuff like that. Move more towards like the Pusheen side. And like, I'm happy if people just want to like chat art stuff as well, or drop questions in the chat, anything like that. Obviously, for our game Whiskers, Wizards, and Wands, I've been drawing lots of cats. Though most of ours are this little bean shaped guy. So we don't have any of our like arms and legs that we're getting on more traditional kitty cats. in general, the big thing if somebody is wanting to just get into drawing a more standard cat, the best place to start is going to be with our general body shape. And you almost can think of it like a little like snowman slash bowling pin for the body shapes. Um, and so you can kind of start with them more spread out, but then you can kind of layer them up if you want a cat that's like crouching or from a different angle. But the big thing for any kitty that you're doing is you're going to the torso is going to be this like smaller circle that you're starting with, and then we want to have a larger circle for where the hips are, and we just want to have kind of nice smooth little archy lines to connect those areas to make that overall cat body. So they always tend to be a little bit heavier towards the back and more narrow up at the front. So that's going to give you your basic cat torso. If you want to continue on and add that head in, we're just doing another smaller circle, typically a little bit smaller than that torso circle, though if you're going for more of a cartoon look, you can make the head honestly as large as you want. And again, if you're doing super cartoon, you can keep that head more of a circle, or if you want it to be a little bit more realistic, we're just going to bring that face out to like a little bit of a taper here. Not as intense as you would for like the snout of a dog. Bring your cat ear up at the top. So this is just like a little side view. And again, we're doing nice sloping arches for connecting those circles for the body. And I like to, as you'll see, I'm very like sketchy with all my pencil stuff, and then I'll go in and do my line art with some of the darker ink. So honestly, I love being able to make lots of lines while I'm sketching and then just, pick the best ones. As you go to put in legs, probably one of the biggest things with cats is their back legs being quite a bit different because they're walking on like their tippy toes on their back foot. So you've got like the toe here. This is actually like their heel and ankle, and like their knee is just kind of buried in a bunch of soft tissue up here. And the front legs are a lot more narrow. Obviously, we can make our kitties a little bit rounder if you want them to be extra fluffy. This is obviously a very static cat here. You're just letting that tail be a continuation kind of off the arch of booty. So now you said with pixel art, but you like doing traditional art too. Which would you say you do more of in general?
Definitely traditional art.
Nice. What medium do you like working in?
Uh, Mainly sketch. Yeah, mainly just like a sketchbook with pencil, graphite.
Let me see. I feel like I haven't done a ton that just stays pencil. I like colors a lot, so I've got ridiculous amounts of alcohol markers. But I also like doing acrylic painting.
I'm very scared of color theory. Okay, well, I've gotten a little better at it, but I don't want to I don't like the idea of ruining my sketches, even if they're not even like that, like great. I don't know. I guess I get nervous about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should definitely grab some more markers and just start coloring stuff up.
Yeah, I think with just the graphite stuff, I tend to get intimidated by the sheer number of different types of pencils. I am so basic with my nice Ticonderogas, which are like totally not like an artist pencil, but I like them, so here we are. And hello, we've got another person. Hi, Arwen. I like your dragon in your profile picture. I was just doing a very basic little kitty sketch here. I'll probably switch over to doing some more cartoony ones. Or if there are any particular types of cat things you want me to draw, I am also open to requests.
Hi. Sorry, I didn't say hi before. I was having a hard time connecting my mic.
Oh, you're fine. Welcome.
Yeah.
Did you draw the dragon that's in your profile?
I did not actually. It's a wood burning from an artist I really
Ooh, wood
liked
burning?
at
Love
a
that.
Comic-Con convention. Yeah.
I've only gotten to do wood burning once, and it was when I was like in middle school. For like uh, signs that were being put in a garden.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it was like a compass rose or something. I honestly don't remember a ton of the detail, but it was really cool. And honestly, I loved the way it smelled.
Yeah. That seems like it'd be really fun.
But I haven't gotten to try it again since. So, yeah.
Um, I understand that this is um like promoting your game, right?
Yeah, it kind of ties in there, but also just fun doodle time.
That's okay. Is it all
um,
right if I ask some about your game?
oh, absolutely.
I've been unfortunate enough to miss the playing of it twice now,
Oh,
so I
no.
have no idea what it's about.
Yeah,
So,
so yeah, our game is Whiskers, Wizards, and Wands. It's a little whimsical puzzle adventure game. So in it, you're playing as Master Juniper von Umbravox, our cat wizard here. It goes by Junie for short. And basically, what you're doing is you are exploring around a world that's kind of in chaos, and like the land has literally become scrambled up after a big cataclysm event. um, and to navigate the world, solve some of the puzzles, fight some of the crazed wildlife. You have a set of wands, but the problem is all of your wands are broken up into little segments that all have different bits of spells on them. So as you're collecting up your wand segments, you can switch them in and out of the wand so that you are making brand new spells through the combination of those segments. You can switch out
Mm,
the elements, things about the direction the spells are going, how large they are, the number of projectiles. And so you have to be kind of clever and creative to figure out the combinations that are going to best suit uh, whichever environment you're navigating at the time.
that sounds really cool.
Yeah. And there's a lot of cat puns.
I love that.
Yes. I was saying in the chat, I did drop our just like a real simple little coloring page if anyone wants
Yeah.
to download it and color it in of Junie. We went to a convention this past weekend in Pittsburgh and we had a bunch of these out on the table for people. And we ended up having like over 100 cats decorating like a big grid wall at our booth
Oh, that's
by the end of the
amazing.
weekend. So I love seeing how everybody decides to decorate their cats. Um, and our kitty in the game, you will be able to unlock new robes, so you can be very fashionable.
Yeah, that's super fun.
Yeah, but obviously, I just also like drawing random cartoon cats.
Hmm.
It actually took a lot to land on the style that we ended up with for Junie. I had like a whole page of like different like body ratios and sizes and things, trying to figure out what we thought would both like look the cutest moving around in the game, um, but also be like something that we could be consistent about throughout. Since our whole game is
Hmm.
hand drawn, it's all on paper. Um, it makes you have to limit some of the animation stuff a little bit more because making a bunch of repetitive sprites can be extra challenging when you're working with markers.
Oh, so if it's all hand drawn, how do you get a digital copy of it? Do you scan it?
Yes, I scan it. I've got a really nice scanner in my office.
Awesome.
So, if anything, it's probably too strong. I think all the images I got in the game, I keep being told I need to shrink them down before we put them in because they're like way too big and it makes the game lag. So, we also had to play around with that.
Yeah, by a factor of like 10 to 20%, or 10 to 20 times too big.
Dang.
I'm also on the team. I guess mostly one of the engineers.
Oh,
Doug,
cool.
Doug's our creative director. He's actually like our team lead. So, don't let him downplay himself.
Well, it's nice to meet you guys.
Post
Yeah,
your
nice to meet you too.
picture.
Oh, nice. We have a cat in chat. Is it playing with a bendy straw?
Yes.
Aw.
Where is the chat for this?
So if you hover over where it says garden chat over in the channels,
Oh,
there's like a little speech bubble. You just click that to open up the chat.
that's cute.
Um, yeah, I was saying I don't know what sort of cats people might be interested in trying to doodle along with me. I was kind of sketching out just a very like more like anatomical cat here. But we've also got some lovely, more like Pusheen style cats, gumdrop cats, long cats.
I think that Pusheen one is really cute.
Yeah, this little guy. It's
Hmm.
like a little jelly bean body. I think if you're trying to go for the more like typical kitty, the big thing to keep in mind whenever you're starting the body of a cat is that you want to start with almost this like snowman or like a bowling pin shape where you want one smaller circle for like the chest, and then you want to have a larger circle or oval. It can be more oval for the hips, and then we're just doing some nice gentle curves to connect the outside of those to get our rough body shape. And after that, we can place our head in where we want that. Again, it's going to be a little bit smaller of a circle. And we again can do those nice sloping shapes. guy kind of looks like he's leaning to the side, like he's inquisitive. So I'm going to give the little ears a tilt. Nice. And like with the cat faces, you can get a lot more detailed with your eyes. I've just been doing some simple little dot eyes since we're drawing so small, but you can get into the more typical cat eyes or just a little bit. For noses, when I'm doing little cartoons, I either like to do like an oval, an upside down triangle, or a heart. I'm personally a big fan of doing heart noses because I think they look adorable. As you can see, Junie has a heart nose. And fun fact, if you're ever adding whiskers to a cat, obviously you can, in a cartoon, you can really do whatever you want. But if you are doing a realistic cat, do you know how many lines of those little like whisker dots a cat has on their cheeks?
Oh, it's got to be like 9 or 10, right?
They have 4 lines of dots per cheek. There's
4
a lot of dots
per
in
cheek.
each line, but it's 4 rows of whiskers.
Oh, like rows of them. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating. It always cracks me up. Um, my cat's whiskers kind of curl down and around their mouth, like they've got the sensei mustache, kind of.
Oh, that's so cute.
Uh,
Oh, if any of you in chat right now have kitties and you want to post a picture of your cat in the chat, I would love that. Because I love seeing people's pictures of cats here. Let me drop a picture of my cat. Because I realize normally I'm on mobile when I'm doing this, so now I'm on my computer and I'm all thrown off. I'm just gonna grab my phone to post the picture. What is your cat's name?
I have 2 of them, and if you've ever seen the Studio Ghibli film Castle in the Sky, they are named Patsu and Shita after the 2 main characters.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
But yeah. The image is posting now, but they're siblings. They're little baby twins, and they're less than a year old. They'll be a year old in November.
Oh, you've got little voids.
I do have little voids. Yes, I do. Oh, we got kitties in chat. Someone has a much better quality phone than I do.
Victor, get stock image of a cat.
Yeah, that's a nice cat.
Dang. They're so cute. Okay, what are your cats' names?
So my kitty, the little gray guy there, that's Pickles.
Oh my gosh, Pickles. That's amazing. It's so cute. Cute little
Oh,
guy.
that's your favorite cat, but he isn't mine. He's not your cat yet. No, just kidding. I do not condone any pet
Catnapping.
thievery. Catnapping, yes. Yeah, we just have our one cat, but we do have 2 small dogs, one of which behaves very much like a cat.
Oh, that's funny.
I was laughing because just this week, so our one dog who acts like a cat, he's a long-haired Chihuahua, and he was laying on a pillow and was basically a monorail dog, just like people used to joke about monorail cats.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't claim any ownership of the naming of our cat. Our 6-year-old daughter named him. When she was
That's
5.
too precious. Yeah, yeah, that's precious.
She wanted a cat for like a long time.
Of course she did.
I had a ton of them when I was growing up. But technically, my husband's allergic to cats.
Same. But we didn't find out until the cats were already here and well loved. So
He, we knew, but like he also really likes cats. Also, for clarity, Doug, the team director, is also my husband. So
Oh, okay, okay. Fair enough.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
if you sometimes people end up hearing his voice come through my speakers, so I feel like it's good to
Yeah. It makes sense.
clarify.
Makes a lot of sense.
There we go. We got our little curious kitty there. But yeah, if we want to doodle one of our little more jelly bean guys, we can do that. So even with jelly beans, if you're not comfortable just making like the bean shape right away, you can always start those very similar to how I did the cat bodies on here, where you're just starting with your 2 circles. With this though, we want them to both be roughly the same size, and we're making them larger. And I'm going to place them kind of close-ish together and about at the same height. And then instead of doing that concave on both sides like we did for our other kitties, I'm going to just do that on the top. And then we want to curve down on the bottom. Honestly, I made these too far apart, so we're going to smush him a little bit, make him a little bit more chonky. You can always go and clean things up with an eraser as you're going if you want. I love kneadable erasers. If you haven't used them, they're fantastic. I feel like I've got a odd mix of art supplies I like to use, because I've got my like more artisty kneadable eraser and like permanent fine liner markers and stuff, and I've just got like, school wood pencils. So I've got my little jelly bean here, and since we are just making the whole body that, I'm not going to bother with making a separate head. We're just going to be placing our eyes near the top of one of the sides. And I'm just going to do a tiny little W mouth kind of in between the eyes. You can add a nose if you want, but I sometimes think these ones look cute without having noses. We're going for just like a really departure from reality here. We give just some tiny little triangle ears so we can really accentuate how rotund the body is. And of course, for our little bean cats, we want tiny little nubby arms. So I'll do some front legs and back legs that are just like little tapered ovals. Put one over the body so we can see our belly here. I'm gonna say it's got kind of like a little white belly because I think that sounds cute.
Well, good morning.
we'll do a nice happy curly tail here.
Mhm.
You can also make the tail like fluffy if you want. Sometimes even if I want to do a fluffy tail, I'll start with like a smooth tail and then I will come in and add some like little like parentheses coming out of it and then just bring those back in. I feel like the fluffy tail probably doesn't make a lot of sense on this guy, but if you wanted it. Once I've got my general shape, I'm going to come in with my fine liner here. And like, you can totally just go in straight with ink to do any of these. Like, nobody has to sketch in pencil. I think sometimes it can be intimidating with pencil that people have to be perfect. And sometimes just going straight in with ink can help you overcome some of that because you're not just like correcting and correcting forever. You just got to work with what you put down. Which I think is why some people like things like Inktober. I'm going to make the little belly line a little broken up, just adding some little dashes and dots in there so it's not just a solid line.
Mm.
We'll do our little face there. And I don't know, what do you think? Should we color this one in?
I think it's cute. I think it'd be cute colored.
Since I've got my ink down, I go back, move some of my excess pencil. Sometimes leaving the sketch lines in is a neat look too, in all of them. So let's see here. What color do we want to make our jelly bean cat? Let's do a purple cat. So just like in our game, I'm using alcohol markers for coloring, which is why you'll see I have my little silicone mat under my paper because these do super bleed through. But the nice thing, I don't know, have you used alcohol markers ever?
Um, I was kind of too scared to ruin someone's nice stuff, so no.
Mhm. Oh,
But they look
Ariel, that's
really
so
cool.
cute. Were you doing that with dry erase marker?
Yeah, I just did that just now.
Oh, nice.
I was messing around. His head is very circular, but it'll be okay.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna judge circular heads. It's at this point, it's like one of our most recognizable features.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things I really like with alcohol markers is you can keep layering the same color, so you can get a lot of shades
Mm-hmm.
from a single marker. A lot of times for that first coat of color, you'll still be a little bit streaky, but as you add extra coats, it blends together and looks really nice and smooth.
My bean cat didn't look particularly cute, so I tried to make the eyes bigger, and now it looks more ghost-ish.
Oh no.
Really cute.
I mean, you know, it's Halloween's coming up.
Maybe it's
Thank you guys for letting me hang out for a bit. This was really nice.
Yeah, thanks for joining in. It's like I
Yeah.
never know what a Thursday night is gonna be like for people, but
Well, I was just we were just doing the IGA Mega Jam stuff, and we've still
oh,
got
nice.
um
was that this last
some
week?
polished. Yeah, that was this weekend. We still got some polish that could be done. I was on the engineering team for team 1, and some of us are still working on it. So I saw that you guys were here and doing stuff and wanted to pop in.
I was
Oh, I like his little stripes.
last year.
Sorry. Oh, you were here last year for it?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
cool.
were off at her convention this year, so timing didn't work out.
Darn. I love the little stripes. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, it's adorable. It's just the cutest thing ever.
I really love making silly little cats.
Yeah.
What ended up being the theme of the Mega Jam this year? I feel
This
like
year it was
because
collector.
collector. Ooh.
Hmm.
What kind of a game were you guys making then? I feel like bad for being so out of the loop.
No, you're good. So they designed most of it in advance, as I'm sure you're familiar with. There's a lot of planning up in it front, and then once the theme came out, they kind of like tweaked it. But
Hmm.
it was originally a medieval trading simulator, essentially. And then when we got the theme collector, one of the characters, which was a dragon, is now a tax collector that you have to give gold to periodically or at eats you.
Aw, I love dragons.
Yeah, she's really pretty. The artist who drew her did an absolutely fantastic job. The artist team decided to go with a uh what do you call those? Stained glass. Like a stained glass mosaic.
Nice.
Artistic flair, I guess, which I've never seen before, and it was really cool. Can see
Oh,
what
that
the
sounds
kids
really
did.
neat. Yeah, I wasn't involved in the project last year. Doug was, but I was not. But I got to hear a lot about it while he was working on it. So,
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, it's so cute.
and then I guess
Oh my
since we're
goodness.
going with things similar to our game, I'm gonna do my nice thick black border around the outside before we go in with my favorite part, which is the white highlighter. I am moderately obsessed with white gel pen.
I like the thick black border because it makes it have almost like a sticker vibe to it.
Yeah,
Like it's so cute.
which that's really what we were going for in the game is we wanted it to look like stickers or like things in like a pop-up book.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
all of our decor in the game. So our blocks themselves are 3D that make up the environment. I still hand drew all the texture and then we wrapped around the 3D blocks, but all of the decorations are 2D and they kind of stick up between the blocks throughout the world. So it really does kind of look like a little pop up book.
That's so cute.
I bet tomorrow we'll have a good trailer to share.
Yeah, we've
Trailer?
Yeah, people on our team have been working pretty hard this week to get our
Oh, are they making
trailer
a
all
trailer?
polished up for our Kickstarter next
Oh,
week.
awesome.
Like it's been a lot of good change going on in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Let me diagnose it just a little. So we're gonna come in and do a little bit of highlights. Gotta make our eyes happy.
Whoa. That makes like so much difference.
Yeah, it seems like a small thing, but it just helps everything pop a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go right on ahead and plug our Discord link if you'd like to see that trailer when we post it. We'll make some news from here.
All right,
And we can
cool.
just add some little whiskers.
That was just the cutest thing. And a second ago, it was like a blank page. It's crazy.
So yeah, there we go. We got our little jelly bean cat.
Oh, that thing's adorable.
I love that
Mm.
creative concept of turning something like blank page into a thing. That I think,
Mhm.
you mentioned you're an engineer or whatever. Uh,
Mhm.
Coding is a lot like that. You're turning thoughts into a experience.
Yeah, very much. This was so nice and relaxing. I appreciated this, you guys. I do have to
Aw.
head out for the night, but it was really nice to chat. I've been curious about your game for a long time, actually. Well, maybe not a long. It feels like a long time because that game jam was so long. But
It
like,
feels like a long time for us too.
but like I heard about it and then I didn't manage to catch any of it. So I've been really curious. This is nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Good night,
And
you guys. I'm gonna head out
yeah,
now.
I hope you have a
But
good
stay
night, and
safe.
I hope you guys have a nice time adding some polish to the Mega Jam game.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Bye.
Bye.
Good luck with your Kickstarter.
Thanks. Let's see, we still got a little bit of time here. Are there any other kitty sketches that we want to turn into a full illustration here?
How about the exact opposite, that tall, thin one?
This one here. That's like the really skinny one.
Yeah.
I feel like, I've got to play with our extremes. I feel like anytime if you're doing anything like cartoon related. Just really go overboard with any of the dimensions. Either making things like super duper chunky, really skinny, really just like long, super wiggly. I decided I wanted the tail to be different than how I originally sketched it, so we are changing up the tail as we go. I don't know. I feel like this one, maybe it's just with it being like skinnier the way it's sitting, it's making me just think of more of like an Egyptian or deserty cat. So maybe we'll go for some sandy colors. Let me swatching some of my markers out. Maybe this is even more of a little Sphinx cat. Let's add some shadows in with the darker color first. Now I'm going over everything with a lighter shade. I come back in and layer even more of the lighter shade. We can kind of get some medium tones. He still needs something. I want this cat to have like little necklaces. Maybe a tail bracelet. I'm gonna add a little extra shading with some fine line. And we used our white more for highlighting inside our color last time, but I'm going back in and I'm touching up some of our outside edges. the white now too, just to crisp up some of those thinner lines. And basically use it like whiteout. I feel like our cat should maybe be standing on something. Yeah, there we've got our more two extremes of cats. So our very elongated, more traditionally deserty cat, Sphinx kitty cat. And then we've got our super fluffy pink and purple jelly bean cat. So I know it's almost 10 here, so we'll probably be wrapping up. I don't know if anybody had any other questions or anything that they wanted to ask, or just a fact they want to share about their own cats. But either way, I hope everybody has a great rest of their evening. I hope if you do have cats around you or know people with cats that you give them some hugs and pets, if they're the kind of cat that likes that. And if you end up doodling any cats after this, I'd love for you to share them. Thank you for being here for the vibes. I enjoy it. Perhaps sometime I can just pop back in and I'll just slowly talk while I draw something. um, but yeah, if you're interested in learning any more about our game, we posted a link to our Discord. We're always happy to have more people there. We like sharing things about our game, what other games we're playing, posting pictures of our animals. So yeah, and yeah, our demo is dropping next Wednesday, same day our Kickstarter goes. So if you're interested, we'd love you to check it out. Hope you guys all have a wonderful evening, and thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for hosting. Take care.
Thanks. You too.